Pidurangala is situated around 10 minutes from the center of Sigiriya. You can either ride a bike, take a scooter, take a tuk-tuk, or take a car, which we would recommend because there are wild elephants on the way. Although I'm not a morning person, but I opted for a sunrise trek to escape the heat and the crowds. We started around 5 a.m. The visuals that you are seeing are taken while we are returning because it was pitch dark while we were going up. The entrance fee is 500 LKR, which is roughly $3 per person. And to reach the top would take you roughly 30 to 40 minutes, depending on your pace. It's not a difficult hike. People would be able to summit it, but just pace it out based on your convenience. The few things I would like to mention first is get a headlamp. Your torch batteries, torch lights of mobile phone might work, but still something powerful might help. Take a shawl. As you can see, this guy who was helping us, he was wearing something comfortable when he was going up, but while returning, he had to put something to cover his shoulders as it's a Buddhist site. Wear comfortable shoes because, as you can see, it's a steep climb. The road is not that smooth, so comfortable shoes would be something that is necessary. Even trainers would work. Pants that you usually wear for your yoga or something, that might work. Carry lots of water and a bit of snacks if you want, in case you feel hungry along the way. So this trek would roughly take around 30 to 40 minutes depending on your pace. Again, as I was saying, you would probably climb down within 20 minutes, and at the top you would spend almost an hour maybe seeing the sunrise and absorbing the views. So there is a large platform, as you can see, with a statue of Buddha which is reconstructed, reclining Buddha which is reconstructed at parts, and some parts are left as it was original. So after passing this Buddha statue, the real climbing starts. These are some of the inscriptions. That's what I was saying, the real climbing out here, because there are large boulders along your path. It would be challenging for some, maybe some people with height of 6 feet plus would have a bit of difficulty because you have to crawl through some of the boulders. Keep your eyes open because your head can hit any boulder, so just take necessary precautions. Not that difficult. You would probably scramble a bit towards the last boulder, but once you reach the top, the views are unbeatable kind of, and you can see Sigiriya from a distance, and I would say it offers much more natural views compared to what you get typically in Sigiriya. The climb is a bit more natural, the views are a bit more mesmerizing as well. There is abundance of greenery, as you can see in the distance. So we went for the sunrise trek, as I was saying, and we waited there for an hour to see the sunrise, absorb the views. There were other tourists as well, but it was, I would say roughly at the top, I would say roughly around 30 people were there during sunrise, but they are pretty spaced out. And in case you are a travel blogger, then I would say that start early, because the best places to take the sunrise or the views of Sigiriya would be taken by the people who are much more serious about taking those views. So start early maybe, in case you want some very good pictures or you want that time lapse to happen out there. So it offers, as I was saying, epic views of this surrounding. 1/10 of maybe crowds compared to Sigiriya. You can see there are Buddhist monasteries beneath this hill. We ended our trek with a sumptuous Sri Lankan breakfast. There was dal, there were eggs, boiled eggs, and there was something of vermicelli type of, and some real spicy chutney, and to accompany that, Ceylon tea. It was delicious.